The words he had to leave behind. He knew the hourglass had turned, that every borrowed moment burned. The curse beneath the blackened hand had marked the end no spell could stand. And so he walked through fading days, with measured words and quiet gaze, not wasting breath on hollow things, but mending hearts with what truth brings. He gathered secrets left behind, the maps for those who'd search and find. A lesson here, a memory there, a final burden meant to bear. Yet one cold night, beneath the rain, he climbed the steps once more again, to privet drive, where silence stayed in every wound neglect had made. The Dursleys waited, stiff with pride, their bitterness they could not hide. Years had passed beneath their roof, yet kindness never came as proof. And there he stood, both tired and tall, a dying man who'd see it all. The wars of darkness, grief and flame, yet still he spoke the needed blame. You did not do as you were asked, his steady words, though silence passed. You took him in, but not with care. No love was waiting for him there. The room grew still beneath his gaze, like judgment cast through heavy haze. For all the coldness, spite, and scorn, they helped leave a child forlorn. You never treated him as a son. The words fell hard, one by one. No thunder crashed, no magic flared, just truth at last completely bared. But though his end drew ever near, his greatest thought was standing here. The boy he'd watched through grief and pain, who'd carried lightning like a chain, not merely chosen, not a name, not just a child marked out by fame, but Harry, lost, brave and scarred, a boy who life had beaten hard. And Dumbledore, through all the years, had seen beyond the doubt and fears. He loved him not for prophecy, but for the heart he chose to be. Then came the cave beside the sea, where darkness guarded misery. A basin filled with potion black, a trap from which there was no back. The cursed potion scorched his mind and soul, a dark enchantment taking toll from the hidden basin in the cave. It drained the strength the old man gave. Each bitter swallow stole his breath, a liquid sorrow tasting death. It filled the veins with freezing fire, and crushed the will that would not tire. He begged for mercy through the pain, for water, sleep, relief from strain. Old terrors twisted through his cries, like haunted ghosts before his eyes. Yet Harry stained and made him drink, though both stood trembling on the brink. For love sometimes must wound the heart to keep the darkness torn apart. Then high above the sleeping land they saw through clouds, both cold and grand. On broomsticks through the storm they flew, while moonlight broke in silver blue. Dumbledore swayed, exhausted, pale, like fading wind within a sail, and Harry flew closer by his side, refusing fear to be his guide. And high above the castle's spire there burned a sign of emerald fire. The dark mark twisted in the sky, a serpent's skull where hope could die. Harry looked up in fear and dread at the glowing green above their heads. Yet still beside the weakened man he kept his broom in steady span. Close beside him through the storm, guarding him from night's dark form, while Dumbledore, so pale and worn, flew like a soul half torn by dawn. "Don't worry, Professor," Harry said, though terror thundered through his head. "I'm here. We'll get you safely through. I won't let anything happen to you." And through the darkness, frail and weary, came the answer meant for Harry. "I'm all right. I'm with you, Harry." A simple line, no grand farewell, no mighty final casting spell, just trust and love in quiet grace, spoken in the shattered place, as if to say, "Do not despair, as long as you are with me. There is comfort even at the end, for you became more than student, friend." And Harry, standing in that night, would carry on that final light. The love within those words would stay long after Dumbledore passed away. I hope you all are having a wizard of a time. And as always, mischief managed.